It is Brent Daniels. We are at one of our wholesale properties, and I wanted to do this video because I need your help. I want to hear your comments down below, especially everybody that's subscribed to this page. Give me your comments down below because I want to know what you would do in this situation, okay? So we locked up this property here in downtown Phoenix. Now, we locked it up sight unseen. The owner lived out of town. He didn't have internet. He didn't have pictures of it. He gave us kind of a description of what was going on. But in this market, we wanted to lock it up right away. So we sent a mobile notary to him. He signed, boom, and we got access to it. He let us put a lockbox on the property here. So we got into this property and found out it's an absolute disaster. I mean, it needs a lot more work. So the question I have for everybody out there is, how do you go to get a price reduction after the seller has already accepted an offer? Now let's first take a look at the property so you can kind of get a feel for what I'm talking about, and then I'll talk some strategy on what we usually do or what we can do, because this happens very rarely to us. Usually our numbers are spot on, but sometimes this does happen. So come check out the house, and that's weird that everybody does that. I think every video on YouTube with people showing houses do. Come follow me, whatever. I guess that's a thing, but come follow me into the house. There we go. That's my thing. Whole wet wall was gone. Now what I mean by wet wall is the wall that is carrying all the plumbing in it. Okay, that's kind of the term that they use, is wet wall. But you can see it's totally ripped out. If you pan this way, you can see that the whole house is just totally beat up. You can look up here and you can see that there's no ducting. There's no air conditioning here. There's no swamp cooler. Somebody tried to break in through the actual skylight here. Somebody broke through the skylight to get into the house. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, this property just needs a lot of work. If you come into the bathroom, you can see that, you know, the toilet is gone and the sink is gone. All this is old. All this needs to be replaced. They cut out the main water line. Like, this has all just been replaced. He put his own sewer line in, which you never know how that's going to turn out. You know, this stuff is cheap. The drywall stuff is cheap. That's not an issue. The issue is the main things. The roof is shot, air conditioning's gone, electric shot, plumbing shot. Like, this is like the perfect fix and flip opportunity, but we just locked it up too high. So yeah, we'll talk about some strategies on how to get the price down lower. Getting the price lower after you locked it up a little bit too high. Now, you usually lock it up too high for a couple of reasons. One, you don't know the condition of the property. It needs a lot more work than you thought it does. And two, you just didn't know the comparables, or didn't know what cash buyers would be buying it for, or what you should be buying it for, based on, you know, the after repaired value. So because of that, there's a few different strategies that you can look at. Number one, you can just say, hey, Mr. Seller, I've got to cancel this contract because it doesn't make financial sense. Where should I send the cancellation to? And that's when they go, whoa, what happened? What do we need to do to get this done, type of thing. The way that a second strategy is to actually get an inspection done. Now, you don't have to go full-blown inspection. You could probably get an inspection done by a professional home inspector for about $150, but it's going to be a bloodbath on properties like this. It's going to be a laundry list of things that need to be repaired. But at worst case scenario, if the seller doesn't reduce their price and doesn't work with you, at least they know what they're up against, and you can give them that as the gift and just say, hey, you know what? Take a look at this. I completely understand if you don't want to sell it to me at a lower price, but at least you know what you're up against. But most of the time, they don't want to do that. Most of the time, they understand that this is a way bigger project than they had in their mind, okay? Once they see everything listed out, it changes their perspective on how much work really needs to go into this. So I hope you guys can hear me. I know it's super loud, but we're in downtown Phoenix, so this is real, this is raw, this is not like a staged thing. This is like everyday life for us, so it's really exciting to be sharing this with you. So a third way is to just tell them, hey, listen, we ran the numbers again. I made a mistake. We can't make any profit from this deal because of how much repairs this property needs. So we're going to have to cancel, or we're going to have to reduce the price to X. So what I want from you guys from this video is I want your participation on this channel. I want you to put in notes. Tell me what you would do. Tell me what things you would say to the homeowner to try to get, let's say, a $20,000 price reduction or more. Just try to just give me some ideas. I love listening. I love reading them. I love seeing them. It's so exciting. So make sure you comment down below and let me know what you think of my thoughts and also what you guys would do in your own strategy. Until next time, you're awesome. Talk to people, baby. Woo!